All right, I've got an interesting question here.
Okay.
What on earth is going on with Asrock, and do you think they will return to sanity in the near future? They're hostile to media, they release junk products, and they don't seem to care in the slightest. Now, that is quite some burn that this commenter is leveled the way of Asrock here. So, what do we reckon?
I'll turn it down. Well, they have released some bad products. They've certainly released some good products as well. So just to be clear on that. Yep. So I certainly wouldn't say that Asrock is a junk brand. They've, I think their B550 range from memory from top to bottom or bottom to top, depending on which way you want to go, are all good. Obviously, they fumbled big time on Z490, which is where we parted ways with Asrock against our will. So... I don't know why they've gone about things the way they have or why they think that's a winning strategy, because I don't think it's going to be for them. Thankfully, other companies where we've exposed bad products with, MSI, even Gigabyte, Asus, they've all sort of handled it well. May have been a bit disappointed at the time, but always came to their senses and worked out it would be better to work with us than just ignore us and have nothing to do with us. So... but yeah, I know Asrock's blacklisted Gamers Nexus as well. I don't know who else, so I don't know who else this question's referring to. I've not heard of any more recent dramas. But yeah, for those of you who aren't aware, Asrock don't work with us. They don't sample us. I've probably worked with Asrock since they were founded. I'm pretty sure that's fair. I think that's accurate. I've worked with Asrock fairly closely since they were founded. I've reviewed countless motherboards and now quite a few graphics cards. And yeah, they didn't like our Z490 coverage, where we basically called them out for making one very garbage motherboard, and that was it.
I think with these things, when it just comes down to the person that's in charge of the PR at the company, as opposed to the strategy that they set out, Yeah,
I think it might go a bit further with that with Asrock, given that how many people have been, Gamers Nexus, they're on the other side of the planet. And
I'm not so much talking about like a local PR person, but more like
it's the department.
Yeah, the PR head, for example, at the company may want to go down this line.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know for how far up it comes or what sort of who's calling this direction, but basically Asrock is not. They're not.
It's not a normal thing. It's not. It's not something that most companies do. So when I think of like across all companies and how they deal with bad feedback, it tends to come down to the people that you're speaking to and how they want to react to these sorts of things. And there are certainly companies and people who, maybe it's a company culture thing, maybe it's executive level or board level or CEO level that dictates these sorts of decisions. But yeah, it's usually that's a significant part of the reason is that, I'd find it hard to believe that engineers that are working on these products who usually are fairly clued in as to what they're doing and the quality of the products they're producing want companies out there blacklisting their products from being talked about and that sort of thing. So
at the end of the day, it's just so strange because it achieves nothing for them, nothing good. Because since they blacklisted us over Z490, we purchased all the B550 boards and tested those, and despite their unprofessional approach to this, we've remained professional, and we found the B550 boards to be good, so we said that they're good. What other examples have we had since then? So we most recently looked at like Z590. I mean, their boards were okay. The Phantom Gaming wasn't particularly great, but I think it was passable. What else have we looked at? But anyway, what I'm getting at is it achieves nothing. Or I don't know what they were setting out to achieve by blacklisting, at least that I know of, us and Gamers Nexus, because Gamers Nexus and us are more than capable of buying whatever Asrock motherboards we want to review. And we've certainly been doing that ever since, and it's not phased us in the slightest. It means sometimes we can't get them ahead of time, and really that only hurts them because, Gigabyte, MSI, Asus, they all send boards ahead of time so they get featured in our day one content, which gets a lot of eyeballs, and Asrock's missing. But then the later critical look at motherboards, they get included in. So, strange. Strange decision.
Yeah, probably won't work for them, but that's their decision.